I've learned that the breakthrough isn't in the spotlight, it's in the becoming. The becoming of a woman who knows her power, who knows her voice, who knows that her story matters. Keep creating, keep becoming, and keep giving yourself grace to evolve. Remember that you are not behind. You are being refined. Do not give up on yourself. It's important for us to walk in our authenticity. That is our superpower. Don't give up. Dream big.
Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hi. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. My name is Francine. I speak all things beauty, dating, fashion, Christian girl talk, and everything to make you become a high valued woman and also become the woman of your dreams. If these are topics that you're interested in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and as well share this video to every single person that you think needs to hear this. I just got back from church and I had such an amazing time in the presence of the Lord. The minister was preaching about healing and I was like, oh my goodness, this is one of the topics that I haven't heard a lot of ministers speak on. We're living in a society whereby there's a lot of broken people and certain people don't even know that they are broken. So the fact that he spoke about it was just so heartwarming. It was such an amazing sermon. With that being said, I want you to sit back, relax, and sip on something. Get yourself juice or water or whatever that it is that you can just relax on while watching this video, because we're gonna have a conversation one-on-one. Because today's video is not for the woman who wants to stay comfortable. Today I'm speaking to women who are tired of living in that life whereby you're seeing every single person living their best life, but you know deep down that you can also live the same life. But I honestly don't know what is it that is keeping you in that box of comfort. You don't want to wake up, you don't want to comb your hair, you don't want to do your makeup, you don't want to go out there to the grocery shop, you don't want to do things for yourself, yet you can. You are capable of doing it. You can wake up and decide to dress better. You can wake up and decide to look like a fine baby girl. You can wake up and decide to be the woman that you know what God has created and made you to be. But oh no, you decide to sleep the whole day. You know that you can start that business, but then you feel like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. We can't do that in 2026. You need to become that woman that you have been looking up to, not that woman that you're constantly watching on TikTok. You're just a consumer. You're always consuming. Become somebody in the making. Don't just always be consuming. I also used to be that girl before. I used to be the girl that used to consume up until I decided, like, you know what, I am no longer consuming. I am now going to start creating. I know that I have the creativity in me. Let me get up and do it. I used to be the girl that would watch other entrepreneurs creating businesses for themselves, building empires for themselves, and I'll be like, can I really do this? Am I really capable of it? But one day I woke up and I made an instant decision that, you know what, I am gonna start that business. I am gonna start that content creation. I am gonna start something and build something from wherever. Everything I've consumed, I'm gonna take that knowledge and I'm gonna use it for myself. I woke up one day and I told myself, I want to be healthy. I want to look better. I want to be fit. I want to be strong even when I'm old. How can I do that? I always see these girls exercising, going to the gym. I can also do that. There's nothing special about these girls. Why can't I do it as well? So I decided and everything started working for me. The moment you just decide and tell yourself that I can and I will, you will make it happen. And that is how you start becoming. I never just woke up as a content creator yesterday, no. I saw and I put it to work. If somebody else can get paid for this, why can't I get paid for the same thing? If somebody can look so good, why can't I also look so good? I can also put in the same way that they too put in. So it's just all in the mind. The moment you just take that instant decision, your life will change, your life will transform. Sometimes you do need motivation for your own benefit. I take motivation and I put it at work, but I don't need motivation every single time to do something. I don't need motivation whenever I have to get a task done. No, I have already consumed that motivation. Now what can I do to make myself better with that motivation? Let us get up and start putting in the work. And for you to start putting in the work, it begins with a decision. You need to decide, today is the day I'm going to be better and I'm going to be better. I'm going to do better no matter what it takes. In 2026, you need to decide in detail who you are and who you want to become, because you cannot become a woman that you have not defined yet. I hear a lot of women say that I want to glow up. Okay, but what do you want to glow up into? You need to define who you are. Who are you? No, let's have a conversation right now. Who are you? A lot of us are on these social media platforms. We love the aesthetics that we are seeing. We love the skincare. We love the outfits. Every single time you're seeing different type of trends. We're seeing a lot of women in the gym. They have this gym body. They're just looking great, looking... You know what I'm talking about? And we see a lot of soft life. Like, you're just like, oh my goodness, this person is living the best life. Like, oh my God, like, can I have that too? Like, when am I gonna own that? When am I gonna have this? When am I gonna have that? But one thing I've realized is that a lot of people will sit down consuming this content of skincare, beauty, hair, whatever you call it, all these things I just mentioned, but nobody loved the discipline. Nobody loved the work. Everything you're seeing on that screen, somebody put in the work. So here's what I want you to do. Get out your pens, your papers, your notebooks, your notepads, because I want you to write this down. Write down the time that the woman of your dreams wake up. I'm not going to tell you wake up at 5 a.m. to be the woman of your dreams. She saves 30% of her income. She saves 40% of her income. The woman of your dreams does not entertain inconsistent men. Any man that does not show you that he want to be with you, you will not even be associating with such. You will not even be communicating with such people. No, 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 no. We are not doing that in 2026. We're not entertaining men without intention. They just come without an intention. They're not telling you where we're going, who we are, what we're doing. The woman of your dreams is not entertaining that. Write it down. The woman of your dreams speaks kindly to herself. You need to be very kind to yourself. You can't just be speaking harshly to yourself or just say anything just because you're in the moment and you're like, oh, I'm stupid. No, 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 no. Are you really that stupid? The woman of your dreams, keep her space clean. You need to declutter. Oh my goodness, I love to declutter. I'm one person that I would declutter my phone. I would declutter my house. I will make sure that everything around me is clean. Remove all the noise around you. I remove content. I was just telling my friend the other time that, girl, I went through my phone. I washed out everyone that I felt like they don't have to be in my season this time. I just don't want all that noise. I just don't want certain people around me that I feel like they are not in alignment with where I'm going, you know? So declutter. I declutter my room. If maybe there are clothes that I don't want to wear anymore, I remove it. Whatever that it is that I feel like is just piling and piling and piling, I just take it out. I remove it. You need to remove all those things. Declutter your space, declutter your house, declutter everything. Your phone, declutter your phone. I honestly love it when my phone is quiet. I don't like noise, you know. I don't want to go through my gallery and there's tons and tons of content, tons and tons of pictures, tons and tons of things that I haven't worked on. They just sitting there. I feel like nah. I need to remove all these pictures, remove all these videos, and then let me keep what I truly need. And as well, the woman of your dreams honors God every single day. You pray every day. When you wake up, you pray. Whether you're in your quiet times, you are praying. You know, prayer is not just, oh, you sit down and you're like, oh God, Father God, I thank you for today. You can even pray when you are cleaning up your house. Lord, I thank you for this day. You are a holy God. Thank you for your glory. Thank you for your power. Thank you for your spirit. Thank you for your protection. Just having that communion with God, that conversation with God ongoing. You don't have to be in one specific place to be praying. Just these little conversations go a long way with your relationship with God. Honor God in everything that you do. Help people. Be gentle to people. Be kind to people. Love on others. Be that person of value in somebody else's life. I feel like you do all these things through a godly heart. Once you have a godly heart, everything just overflows in you. You feel like loving on others. A high valued woman is not a mean girl. She's not mean onto others. She's not stingy as well. She's not disrespectful onto others. She honors and loves people. When you are becoming better. And I want you to have these things that you have written in your diary on a piece of paper. Constantly go through it every single day. And that is how you're going to constantly grow and you're going to change and transform instantly. I promise you. Because when you are specific, then you are clear, you know. And I feel like Clarity creates identity. You will see the results the moment that you work on it. Also, in 2026, we are raising our standards, ladies. We need to raise our standards. I feel like certain people feel like, oh, when you speak about standards, they see ego, they see pride, they see selfishness, they see as if this person feels so highly about themselves. Why are they talking about standards? But standards protect you as a person, and we actually have standards in most of the things that we do, but it's just that just because somebody does not call it a standard, now you look at it differently. But everything in this life needs to have a standard. We need to raise our standards high. We are not begging for bare minimum in 2026. If somebody can go all out there for you, then why are you even there? But also, you should also not be giving yourself the bare minimum, because the moment that you give yourself the bare minimum, why then do you expect so much from people when you give yourself literally nothing? Hello, you need to live up to your standards as well. In 2026, you should not be announcing your standards. You should be embodying your standards. Become your standards. Imagine you've planned a date with a man, and then all of a sudden this guy cancels on you last minute, and then he probably asks for another date, and then again he cancels. Why are you even? No, you shouldn't even be there. Step back and let this guy go and date himself or date whatever is keeping his time. You can't be with people who are giving you last minutes all the time. No. Also, as women, you should stop surrounding yourself with other women who are constantly gossiping. You literally just in this conversation whereby everyone is just gossiping. They're just talking about this one, talking about that, and talking about each other, hating on each other. You need to start reducing access from such friend groups, because if they're not aiding to you, why are you there? In 2026, you don't need to fight. You don't need to explain yourself. Silence and distance are powerful. Just remove yourself from the situation. Remove yourself. And there's something most people won't tell you. When you raise your standards, you will absolutely lose people. And that's okay. At least then you know that these people were not even good for me in the first place. So you didn't lose at all. I take it in a way of I am losing access to dysfunction. I am losing access to destruction. And you know what? The woman of your dreams is very much allergic to dysfunction. You cannot become the woman of your dreams when you are still very much addicted to chaos. Some of us say we want peace, but we constantly entertain drama. We always say that we want love, but then you notice that you're always chasing emotionally unavailable men. You're gonna hear a lot of women say that they want success, but then whenever an opportunity comes, they sabotage that opportunity. So now it's like, babe, what do you really want? And it always leads me to the same question of why? Like, why would women do that to themselves? But it really leads me back to what I spoke about in the beginning of this video, of the sermon that our minister preached today about healing, just healing as a person. I discovered that most of these things happen because of unhealed wounds, abandonment, comparison, a lot of childhood insecurities that they still have within them. Also financial trauma, probably from their childhood, and as they are growing up, all these things are just like manifesting and playing a negative role in their lives. Sometimes have you ever noticed that probably when you enter in a room, all of a sudden you feel like you shrink, like you become so small, and you look at everybody as if like they're above you? I will see some certain women enter really healthy relationships, but because they are not so used to a man loving on them, or a man providing, or a man doing the things that he's doing, now all of a sudden they feel so uncomfortable, because probably they come from families whereby they never received that love, whereby they never received a man actually being present and taking care of a woman. Now what actually is good feels uncomfortable for them, because now they feel like this is not a normal thing that I'm used to. I'm used to chaos. I'm used to being mistreated. Now when real love comes your way, you don't even know how to cherish it. You don't even know how to value it, because of all those unhealed wounds within you. Instead of like nurturing the good that you have in your life, you end up sabotaging everything, and you question yourself and you wonder like, what's really going on with me? Every single individual needs healing. We all need to heal. Every single person has been through one thing or the other. Nobody has a perfect life. Everybody has been through it. I've been through it. I've had my ups and downs. I've had seasons whereby I'll even question myself, like, should I even be here? Like, God, why didn't you make me one of the angels? I always sometimes ask God, like, God, why was I not one of the angels? Like, why did you make me a human being, you know? Because then it's just like, you know, life gets so much. We all go through a lot, and you will question your worth. You question, like, why am I even here? I feel like the best healing comes from Jesus. I always tell God about my feelings. If I have to cry during prayer, I'll just be crying and sobbing to God, like, Lord, this is what's going on. And after I come out of that prayer room, I just feel new. I feel like, you know what, I can just overtake. I feel great. I feel amazing. And I'll also recommend you guys to do that. And another thing I'll usually do is journal. I'll write down everything. Heal me, help me through the season. It's not easy, and just keep my whole time in the Word of God. And one thing I love about God, the moment that you give yourself and you are vulnerable to Him, He always speaks, He always answers, He always comforts you. Like the Bible says that He's our comforter, our counselor. He's always there whenever we need Him. Whenever you feel like heavy, you feel this burden on you, instead of like just walking in it, leaving it, and letting it grow and build, becoming bigger and bigger. I remember I once watched this cartoon. It was a Christian cartoon. In this cartoon, there was a guy. So this guy had a burden, and that burden started small. So it was like a bag on his shoulders. And as he continued his journey in life, right, that burden was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like the burden just continuously grew and grew, and he was just silent. And it just kept on growing like this ball on him as he continuously went through his journey of life. And the cartoon, they will show him crossing through rivers, crossing through the bushes, passing through everything. But as he's moving and going, the burden is growing. The burden was so much that he couldn't carry it anymore, and he just fell on his feet and he was like, Lord, please remove this burden from me. The moment he said, Lord, take this burden away from me, that whole huge burden that he carried just dropped, and we saw Jesus hold him and take him on high. It was just so beautiful. And I feel like this is somebody's message today. Just bring your burden to Jesus. Whatever that it is that you have faced in the past or you're currently facing right now, becoming the woman of your dreams is letting go of that burden at the feet of Christ, because you cannot carry that burden for too long anymore, sis. You cannot carry on having that unforgiveness in your heart for too long. You cannot carry on hating on that person for too long. You cannot carry on the same things that were done to you and you're still holding on to it. What your parents did to you, what your friends did to you, what your spouse did to you, what your children did to you. You cannot carry all that burden on you for too long. There is a Bible verse in the Bible whereby Jesus speaks about us bringing our burdens to Him. He will be the one to carry the burden for us. So He's going to be the one who's going to release that burden of us. Let go of the burden and let Jesus be the one who's going to carry it all out for you and write your beautiful story of becoming the woman of your dreams. I just came to a point in my life where I stopped waiting and I started moving like it's already mine. All my heart desires, I'm like, you know what? I want this, I want that, I want that. It's mine. I'm not gonna doubt it. I'm not gonna not feel like, oh, it's not gonna happen. No, I believe it. I have faith and I know that it's gonna happen. It's mine. The Lord has already made it done like that. He's already completed my destiny. He's already written my life. So it's mine. Nobody's going to take it away from me. Nobody's going to take that opportunity from me. Nobody's going to take that from me, because God has already written it down for me and it is mine. No matter the difficulties, no matter the hardships, no matter the troubles and tribulations I might go through, it is mine. Whether the devil likes it or, thank you very much. Move like it's already yours. That business, move like it's already yours. That accomplishment in your career, in your studies, in all that you want, move like it's already yours, honey. You want to buy that house, move like it's already yours. You want to travel, move like it's already yours. Move like you're already in that country. You want to live big, move like it's already yours. You want to get this car, move like it's already yours. You want to be a wife, carry yourself with grace and with standards right now. You don't have to become her when the money comes. You become her when your daily behaviors start to match the future vision of your life. Instant transformation is not external, it's internal commitment. When you all of a sudden wake up tomorrow and be like, I don't chase, I don't procrastinate, I don't entertain nonsense, and every day after that you just reinforce it. Let me leave you with this: the woman of your dreams or the person of your dreams is not in another city, she's not in another country, she's not in another relationship. She's in your next decision. She's in that next early morning you just wrote down. She's in that next disciplined choice you're gonna make. She's in that boundary that you're deciding to set right now. 2026 is not about glowing up, honey. 2026 is about growing up. And I'm not speaking at you, I'm speaking with you, because I'm choosing her too every single day. Thank you so much, my lovelies, for watching this video. If this video spoke to you, write in the comment down below, I choose her. And if you're a man, just say that I choose this person, I choose to become that person, you know, because I do know that a lot of men watch these videos and I don't want to just focus only on her. I know that these videos are for her, but you can also write down in the comments down below that I choose to be him, I choose to be this person. That would really mean a lot to me. And I don't just want you to comment it, but I want you to leave it. I want you to leave in the reality of the woman or the person that you are genuinely and truly becoming. I love you so much, my lovelies. Let's become her, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.